Dun, da 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 da. Okay, I'm done. Hello, everybody. It's the last holdout from Five Mad Heathens, the collab channel that seems to suffer casualties every once in a while, but still keeps going strong. Anyway, today I'm going to be answering Andrew's question that he posed, which is an interesting one because it's something that we don't think about too often. It has mainly to do with psychology. It's the question, why do some people deal a lot better with pressure than others? In fact, why do some people seem to thrive under pressure while others do not? And this is something I pondered for a little bit, and I don't think I can get down to the root cause of what exactly, makes one person more comfortable with it than another, but I can probably give some insight as to why we may have acquired those traits, where some people do better under pressure than others. Anyway, um, if you think back to our history, the history of humans overall, the history of humankind, back to the early days of our existence as a society, even. I mean, and maybe I'm not going back far enough, but we'll go back to the earliest, you know, traces of civilization. If you think about it, our ancestors probably did a lot of hunting and foraging and everything, because of course omnivores, they could eat both plants and animals. Uh, if you think about what a hunter needs to be like in order to be able to do its job, to be able to survive, a hunter does need to have a high metabolism because they've got to be able to do a lot of running, jumping, diving, tackling, killing, bludgeoning, stabbing, throwing, all that good stuff. They would have to essentially be the best athletes in the business. Uh, and they would have to be under very high pressure situations, chasing animals, maybe even getting chased sometimes. They would have to make split second decisions. If the animal suddenly, changed direction or something, they'd have to figure out on the fly how to catch these animals. Uh, so they would be under pretty high pressure a lot, and the best hunters, i.e., the ones who came home with the most food at the end of the day, would have to be the ones who dealt best with such high pressure scenarios. On the other hand, eventually, uh, we started getting into farming. We started getting into, well, we did the hunting and foraging. We discovered the value of plants and berries and stuff, and then we discovered that we could plant them and cultivate them and make them grow, and they'd magically pop out of the spring because the earth god said so, and we'd be able to use them. If you think about it, a hunter would probably be fairly bored by a planting lifestyle. Again, you've got the high metabolism. They're going to be sitting there. When's this stuff going to grow out of the ground? Let's go get some meat, and off they would go. On the other hand, you would have seen some people develop, be born, who maybe were a little better at farming because they were more patient, more meticulous. They didn't mind waiting around. And there wasn't any split second decisions that would need to be made regarding their crops and everything. So people who didn't necessarily deal better with high pressure scenarios, but dealt better with low pressure and dealt better with slower pace, would thrive more under a farming lifestyle. And of course, you've got those two kinds of people developing into, the thrill seekers and the artists and all the other kinds of people that we have in society. So, if you think about it, uh, we really do still exhibit traits that would be very similar to the kinds of traits we would have had in the very earliest vestiges of our culture. Uh, and I really think that the dichotomy between people who deal with great with high pressure and the people who don't deal great with high pressure uh, are, it still exists. I mean, because if you think about it, somebody who deals great with high pressure scenarios isn't necessarily going to be the most reasoned individuals per se. They're going to be the kind of person who's going to like make snap decisions and go 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 without necessarily sitting down and saying, okay, let's think about this, let's consider our options, and let's go with that. You know, whereas a person who does that isn't necessarily going to be able to be like, oh my god, the cops are chasing me. Ah! So I really think that that's what that is. Anyway, your thoughts and comments are welcome. Again, I'm late. I'm not quite as late as I was last time, but still late. Um, Doing better. We're going to try to work out a better schedule for Five Mad Heathens. We're going to try to make sure we've got people contributing consistently, I guess. That's partially up to Mozza. Because I consider him the boss, and I hope that we get Andrew back soon. He's a great contributor. Obviously, posted a great question this week, and yeah, so I will see you all later. Have yourselves a good day, okay? Bye. Mwah. Much love.